I'm Julie Baggett. I'm the brewmaster here at Huske Hardware House, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of what I do here in the brewery. Basically, we get our malt in 55-pound sacks from Britain, Germany, and Belgium. We mash it in the mash tun with water at a preset temperature, and that converts the starches in the grain to sugars. The sugar water is then filtered off of the spent grains and is moved over here to the brew kettle. The brew kettle is where the hops are added, and it also helps to clarify and sanitize the wort, which it is called at this point. The sugar water, or wort as it is known by this time, is chilled from 212 degrees Fahrenheit down to 75 degrees Fahrenheit with oxygen injected in line to go to my fermenters, where it will mix with the yeast, and the yeast will produce alcohol and carbon dioxide. When the fermentation is done, the beer is transferred by using carbon dioxide pressure from the fermenter through my twin transfer pipes all the way to the bright tanks behind the bar. So when the beer is transferred, I shoot in finings in the traditional British style. The beer sits in the bright tank for 2 days to allow the finings to act, and then we crash cool and carbonate it, and then it travels the 10 feet out to the draft tower.
Well, Huske Hardware House has been a cornerstone for Historic Fayetteville downtown for about 12 years now. It started obviously as a hardware house, and so we've kept that theme, and it was started by Benjamin Huske. The restaurant obviously started with a brewery, and we've kept that brew pub theme and ambiance. We've renovated significantly from the original kind of black on black and the industrial look to kind of soften some colors up, but we've kept the industrial theme with some chromes and some brush nickels and that sort of thing, and especially to stay with the brewery because it is an active and functioning brewery here.
Well, you guys are doing a fantastic job here, and you have a brewmaster. Can you tell us how you met her?
I sure can. We met our brewmaster through your basic inquiry and interview process, but I went looking across the globe. I had 2 in Germany, Canada, some of the big brewing cities like Chicago, out in California, Denver, and she was from Atlanta. I had 3 things I was looking for. One is, can you brew beer? Naturally. She had worked a little bit for Anheuser-Busch. She knew her beer, so she passed that one. The second one, are you willing to talk your beer? Are you willing to socialize with the customers and really get into the social aspect of the beer? And the third one is our brew pub our brewery is not ready to go. So can you clean the equipment, and are you willing to compete side by side with 18 draft towers that are guest beers and another 26 to 30 bottled beers? She was the only one that didn't blink an eye and said, absolutely, I'll do that all day long, and she's put her money where her mouth is.